name. I talk about it a lot, actually. I've talked about it on here trying to get people to go. Like even during the Covington Comic-Con, I was telling people to go check it out. But I was calling it like the Downtown Farmers Market and then the Covington Farmers Market. And what's the actual name?
Court Square Farmers
The
Market.
Court, so I was wrong on all of them. The Court Square's Farmers Market. Okay, cool. So tell us a little bit about each of yourselves, who you are, and then how you got into that, and we just go from there.
Well, my husband has been in this community all his life. We have a century farm. It's 150 years old. So farming is what he's done, and I married a farmer, and so I got into farming. My family has a background in farming, and when I moved here and saw what was available in this community, I just believe that we have an opportunity to have this fantastic farming community with a farmer's market and kind of be a difference for our county and counties around us. So I got involved in the farmer's market and just love the people that come and helping people and seeing the vendors do well. It's just been a good experience.
So is it the farming background that led you to get involved in the farmer's market? And then now you kind of run in the farmer's market, right?
Yes. My husband, I want him to retire. And you can retire with the farmer's market.
Okay.
It's a secret, but you do make a good living at the farmer's market.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. And then you got Amada from I keep wanting to put an N in there. Amada. Let me see if I can think of a way to remember that, like an Armada, but Amada. I can
like
remember
Mara,
it that way.
but Amara, you know?
Yeah,
With an A at the beginning.
So how did you know her? And then that led through that. We were just talking about the job center thing.
Well, the farmers market took off. Like it was, it did so much growth so fast, and needed as much help as possible. And then I went to the job fair. Amada is a dolce Amada, and if you're looking for some really good sweets and treats or cakes and things, she actually came from a Michelin kitchen. She's a pastry chef. I mean, like she's the real deal. And so I learned about her then, and then she started doing some volunteer work. So when I went to the Third Thursday, and they talked about the American Job Program and how you can actually get help and not have to, and they'll pay for it. I sat down with Amada and found out how wonderful she is with social media and different things like that, and it just happened.
Sweet. Sweet, like I guess the sweets you make. Do you make anything sugar-free though? Because I try to eat keto. I try to avoid the sugar if I can help it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a good recipe for sugar-free stuff. Right now, the only sugar-free I have is a peanut butter. I make homemade peanut butter without sugar or oils. It's just natural peanuts. But I'm working on that.
Okay, good. Well, I love sweets is the problem, but I can't. If I eat them,
not always. Sometimes you gotta eat kind of sugar-free. Sometimes just like the normal thing.
Yeah. If I eat them at all, I gain 5 pounds right then. It's instant. So, but I love them, so I'm sure they're great. And so, where are you from?
So I'm from Mexico. I just moved here 5 months ago.
So,
and I was just passing by here, Covington. Maybe we went to Memphis or something, and I saw the farmers market sign. So I'm like, okay, I just took a photo, and then I decided to come on a Saturday, just to kind of check, okay, what do they sell? Because I really love going to the markets. I'm like a grandma or something, because I really love these type of things. And then I found her and I asked her if I could be a vendor, and it started since then. I just started coming, and then I'm kind of shy, so I was kind of slowly talking to them, and then I just volunteered.
Did you learn English while you were in Mexico?
Yeah, I was learning English since I was 4 years old.
Oh, so you sort of dual, because I was going to say you sound awesome, because my Spanish is terrible. Most Americans are like that. But so in Mexico, when you would go to shop, was it more of a market setup than the grocery store type setup we have here, or does it just depend on where you are?
No, in Mexico it's the opposite. I mean, here they really appreciate homemade stuff. They know what's the price for homemade bakeries, for handmade items. In Mexico it's the opposite. People really like to have it for cheap. They don't really appreciate the homemade stuff, so they rather go to the big companies.
Really? That's interesting. Well, I don't know that I would say, though, that, because I've been to the farmer's market several times. My wife loves going over there.
Yeah.
I would say that it's not cheaper. It's not cheaper quality, and it's comparable cost on a lot of the stuff, in my opinion, on the things that you're getting there. And then also there's an extra component to me of supporting a farmer's market because it's local. you.